Have you ever stopped to ponder the tranquil existence of a nun? Their lives, cloaked in mystery and devotion, lead us to question what a typical day might look like for them. As the sun rises, the day of a nun begins, a day steeped in prayer, service, and eternal dedication to their faith. Just before dawn, the convent awakens, and the day of a nun commences. The first rays of the sun are greeted with prayer, a serene and healing ritual that sets the tone for the day ahead. This time is known as lauds, the first of the 7 canonical hours observed by nuns. A profound sense of peace and unity fills the room as the nuns recite prayers in harmony. As the morning unfolds, the nuns engage in a communal breakfast. It's a modest meal, reflecting their vow of simplicity. Yet, it's a time of fellowship, a moment to share and connect with their sisters. The rest of the morning is devoted to work. The type of work varies from one convent to another. Some nuns might find themselves tending to the gardens, others teaching in schools, or providing medical care in hospitals. Regardless of the task, the work is viewed as a form of prayer, a way to serve their community and God. Lunchtime rolls around, marking a pause in their work, but it's not merely a time to eat. This is also a time for reading scriptures, for further deepening their connection with their faith. After lunch, there's a period of rest, a time to refresh and rejuvenate the mind and body. This is a vital part of the day, a recognition that even in service one must take care of oneself to effectively care for others. As afternoon turns into evening, the nuns regroup for the evening prayer, or vespers. This is a time for reflection, a moment to look back on the day and to prepare for the next. Dinner is then served, another modest meal shared in the company of fellow nuns. After dinner, there's time for recreation, a chance for the nuns to engage in activities they enjoy. The day concludes with the final prayer compline, before the nuns retreat to their cells for a night of rest. As the convent plunges into silence, the nuns recharge, preparing to repeat the cycle of devotion and service the next day. So let's summarize. A day in the life of a nun is marked by prayer, work, fellowship, and rest. They begin their day with lauds, followed by breakfast and a morning of work. Lunch is a time for nourishment and scripture reading, followed by a period of rest. The evening brings vespers, dinner, recreation, and compline before the day ends. The life of a nun, though simple, is rich in its own unique way. It's a life of dedication, of service, of constant connection with their faith. It's a life that may seem distant and incomprehensible to some, but for those who choose it, it's a life of profound fulfillment and purpose.